All right. Sorry if anybody's watching yet. Probably not. We had a little meltdown. I have no idea what happened. All the tests I've done, I've never seen. I've never seen it do that. Never seen it repeat audio and replay it back like that. 15 tests. You think something like that would happen right? One of those times. So I would be like, oh well, we got to watch out for that. I have no idea what that was. Maybe too many windows open on my computer. I have no idea. Oh, I know what it was. I know. I know exactly what it was. It screwed it up. I had the YouTube page running at the same time I was running my show, and it fed everything back. Whoops. So hopefully this link's getting out to people. I'm going to repost the link, or actually, this is the same link. It should work. Take people to the new live broadcast. Get Todd on Messenger. I didn't mean for the show to start like this. Technical difficulties. Tonight, I am waiting for Todd Reinhardt to join me. Reinhardt, sorry. And Judy Friedel, who's an investigator with me. We're going to cover some EVPs that he did tonight. Had some technical difficulties because, well, I left the YouTube page up to check my feed. And boy, did that send the loops running. So, lesson learned. And while we're waiting, I will pull up my studio. And I will wait for our guest to come. Play some beginning music. Now, hopefully, if you're watching, if anybody is watching, I'm sorry about the delay. Again, technical difficulties, but we will be starting here in just a minute with the show. While we wait for people to join, let me see what I got links-wise here so I can get this stuff out. There you are.
I is here.
So I know what went wrong. Yeah, you remember when he said about tearing a hole in the universe when I was going to double screens?
It was doing it because it had YouTube running at the same time, didn't it?
You got it. And I'm like, stupid me. And I knew that and totally spaced it out at the beginning. I was going to shut it down before I started and hit play and forgot. So that's the way to start the first episode out, with tearing a hole in the universe.
Well, it's always a great way to start many things.
Right. Judy's going to be joining us, I think, here in a minute, I hope.
Yeah, the other one was still open, and I kept going out and coming back into seeing her sitting there looking kind of confused. So I finally told her, like, close it so he could start the new room.
Right. I started a new room, too, because I don't know if it's going to let me join or not, so I just started a new room. So I hope that works. It should go to somebody goes to watch. It should go to the newest feed too.
Should. Your other link is still sitting there, though.
Huh.
That's what I originally had clicked.
I wonder which link that is. Oh no, the one this is live. This one. I wish it would. I wonder if it would let me delete it. Oops. All right. Let's see. Well, let me unpublish the channel's feed, so that should get rid of it.
Yeah, you need to share out your other link as well, because the one you have on Facebook is no longer working.
Okay. Oh, crap. I never log in through Facebook this way. Now that I got rid of the other one, I'm going to see if that link will work. I go. My page. It's the new link. It's taking you to the new show. Yep. Yep. It's taken to the new show. That link's still good. Takes a minute now that I got rid of the other one.
Okay.
Figures. This is why I tried to do all those tests. I have 15 tests and one screw up. Screw it all up. Never fails. Let me get some other stuff set up. But all right, we're going to start the show here in a sec.
Yeah, me clicking the link on your page just goes to an error.
I just did it on my phone, and it took me to this live feed.
Maybe it's on my end. And I'm getting there was a problem with the network. 503.
Might be taking a minute to rechange. Judy hopefully isn't still sitting in that room confused, but that's probably what she's doing.
Possibly. I tried to guide her out of there, but I still don't know the system.
Yeah.
Very well.
I'm texting her now to start over. So, all right, we're going to talk about your place. I don't want to give address away. We just want to say it's you got a film studio in LaPorte, Indiana. I got to get a pop filter of this thing. So you got a photo studio you opened up. How long ago did you do that?
Well, bought the building over a year ago now, and we're not actually even open yet, but just still on the remodeling process.
So how early on did you start noticing activity happening?
Noticing?
Yeah.
I'd say probably a month or so in. There had probably been things going on that I just overlooked. I mean, the random things falling, thumping, whatever. We're demoing a building, so.
Right. Still send Judy another invite. Still see she's having problems, and I am too. But all right. So let's start out with EVP number 1 here. Let me get my notes handy.
Yeah, that link that I shared out is still not functioning, and neither is the one on yours, at least on my end. So.
Okay. Well, I did. Like I said, I just tested it on Facebook, and it did.
Maybe it's on my end.
All right. Let's see. Judy's still wondering what she should do. I'm going to tell her to check her email. All right. So open my notes. All right.
You can fix all this in post. That's what editing's for.
Right, right. All right. So the first EVP we're going to talk about, this is when I was using this BossJock app as a real-time recorder. We went there for, so the audience knows, we were there for only about 2 hours, and early evening. The sun was still out. Todd, you said you have activity during the day when you're there. That's one of the reasons you went there, right?
Yeah, that's 90% of the time when anything is noticed. It's always daylight. It's during business hours.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we went there. You don't always have to ghost hunt during nighttime. So this was Goot on this EVP. He goes, "Do you like the Beatles?" And which song? And it's at the very end of the of the clip. So I'm going to play it a number of times here. And it's a Class C, so I'm just going to go ahead and give it away. It's a yes. It sounds like it's saying a yes. Doesn't say which song. Just seems like it's answering yes. So I'm going to play it.
What's your favorite Beatles song?
It's at the very end there. It's very faint. That's why I call it a Class C. It's
What's your favorite Beatles song?
let me get the edited little.
What's your favorite Beatles song?
Do you hear it, Todd? I know you say you have trouble hearing high frequency.
Yeah, I'm picking it up in there. The edited's much better.
Yeah, I boosted the first clip. I always play the first clip as the original clip, no editing done.
Right.
So you get to hear what it sounded like when I caught it, and then I will boost, enhance, and even then I don't try to enhance too much. So all right, let's go play it on EVP number 2. Let's see. EVP number 2, I have a question mark on because this is a faint one. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, I remember that.
To date, you guys have been the only ones.
Yeah, and that could be somebody talking.
I remember that.
To date, you guys have been the only ones.
That one's kind of suspect to me because it could be somebody in the background just making a clearing of the throat or something. So I wasn't really sure on that one.
Well, the only other person I remember the conversation it was Judy, and she was there too. I mean, we were all in the room together. So
It's odd. I can't really pick it out as a vocalization or not, but I did save it to note it. And I didn't do any other edits on it because it was really not much else would come out on it. So EVP number 3 was downstairs. There's another one with a question mark on it. Let's see.
But the spike is weird.
But the 3 spikes, I mean, that's anomalous.
I wonder if that was about.
It's like a push or something like that, and it's right before Judy talks.
But the spike is weird.
But the 3 spikes, I mean, that's anomalous.
I wonder if that was about.
yeah, I could hear it in there. I wasn't picking out earlier, trying to when you had sent those what you were showing there.
Right, and that's one of the reasons why I like to try to do this, with the client, try to go over it. And it's great. Google makes it somewhat easy if you don't screw up and tear the universe apart before you try to play something. But all right, but listen to it again. We'll listen to it while you.
But the spike is weird.
But the 3 spikes, I mean, that's anomalous.
I wonder if that was about.
Yeah, it's like there's a voice in there, but I couldn't tell you what it was saying.
Right. Yeah, I really want to get Judy on here because I don't want to see how we're playing guessing. If you played a guessing game with Judy's EVPs, I haven't even got to hear them yet. So I'm hoping we can get her figured out to get on here so we can play her stuff. All right. Let me go back to my notes. I think I got another edited version of that. Let's play this. That's just a clip of it, really short. And that loud click you hear at the end is actually the beginning of Judy's vocals coming in. So you'll hear that like cut off.
Right. If I sat and listened to it looping enough, I might be able to pick something out of it.
Yeah, I still listen.
I'm sure you probably have.
Yeah, I have, and it's a vocalization, but I can't make out what it is or what it's saying. But it sounds like a male voice vocalization.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me try. Let's do EVP number 4.
That's what I think. I think some kind of drag. So when energy particles hit that field, it slows them down to the point where they're not moving so fast. And then they can...
Okay, I just got another whisper.
This was that Boss Jock app, and you hear it's really faint, but I remember hearing it, and I noted it on here. I go back to it.
That's what I think. I think they create some kind of drag. So when energy particles hit that field, it slows them down to the point where they're not moving so fast. And then they can...
Okay, I just got another whisper.
It's really faint. I mean, it's nothing like, out there, but it is a slight voice. I'll play the edited version of that.
To the point where they're not moving so fast. And they can... To the point where they're not moving so fast. And then they can...
Yeah, it's there again. And Abby said she's checking that link that we had sent out, and it's playing that looped segment from the other one.
I just removed that too. Let me see. Let me get see. Will you? Can you take the link from this feed and post it?
I checked a million times. It's not coming from the phone. And now
It's playing the other one with the... I don't need to listen. I can see what it's doing. It's your phone cycling and...
you just
Right.
yourself with a good dream.
All right, I'll have to open up Facebook off my computer to do it.
Yeah, it just keeps going. She's listening to the other one. It's now still sitting on YouTube. Apparently, they really like it.
Great. Oh man, this won't let me log in either. Damn it. Yes. Yeah, sadly, Murphy's Law is really playing effect tonight. When it can go wrong, it goes wrong.
I'm not sure how Judy got lost. She was able to get back in the first time.
Yeah, I don't know. And now I keep sending her the link to this, and she says it's not taking her there.
Do you have to send the video call invite thing? Is that possibly the issue?
Well, that's what I've done. I've sent that out to her.
Oh.
Send it out to the circle again. Try that. I don't know.
I'm just throwing out suggestions. I know absolutely nothing about Google.
And Facebook's being a brat. I don't think I'm going to be able to post the link. I mean, the only link I know is the main link they give you to use. I don't know why it doesn't want to get rid of this puppy.
I'm gonna close it, reopen the link, see what happens. But it's like that's all there was in the video.
Right.
When I go look on my page, it says my video live now. Maybe I'll close down my YouTube feed and open it up again.
Yeah, she's closing the app out altogether. I'm going to try reopening again.
Because when I went to the link on my Facebook off my phone, it took me to the R Live feed right now because I changed the title just to episode 1 without all the other stuff, and that's what came up.
It's not getting any longer. This is what I've got. And I can hit play.
Yeah, she's looking at the 3 minute and 47 seconds of the loop.
Yeah, it's just looping.
Can you back out in the channel and see if you see one that says live now, Paranormal Soup episode 1?
Is there any live now or anything available?
If I go back to that link right here.
Because when I test it on my phone, it takes me to the one we're doing right now.
It just comes back to the loop.
Yeah, it's going... if she uses that link, it's going back. Let me see.
It works on my iPhone. It works off the link off of the Midwest Paranormal link I put up there. Have you guys gone to that link?
Trying a different one here. Streaming live now, and that's something different there, right?
Yeah, there should be the link I know that's working for me is off the Midwest Paranormal page that I put up. That's like a permanent link. It's always the same, and it takes you to the newest live feed.
I think it's
Yeah,
something new
he
now.
just said if she uses that link, it's going back to that thing. So this is what he's doing now.
So that's new. Okay, there we go. Found the new live link.
All right, cool. And I'm gonna send it out to friends again, just to see if I can get Judy off of that. Because we really want to get her EVPs on. And I'm at the end, almost at the end of here, where I got to end up taking a little break too, so I can load up the next set of EVPs. Hopefully by then, while we're doing the break, Judy will get on. I'm gonna play that last one. Let's see.
To the point where you're not moving so fast, and then they can. To the point where you're not moving so fast, and then they can.
Yeah, that's just a whisper I edited down. So, and then there's this one that fooled us on the Boss Jock app, made us think that it said no.
Turning on the glass meter. Your name Mike?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What was that?
Sadly sounded like it was a EVP, and when we get back, I'll have the next segment loaded up so we can explain why that's not an EVP, but then there's a cool EVP later that seems to comment on it. Hey, Judy, finally.
Hi.
Should have just sent it in a circle. Cool. Yeah, I hear you. You're good. So this is what happened when Todd said I was going to tear a hole in the universe. By another YouTube feed. That's what happened. I forgot to set the page down. That's why we had that horrible loop. So yeah, first episode, and of course I'm the one that screws it all up. Oh well, you know. Luckily, this is the first one nobody's really watching. But we already went through like the first set of EVPs with them. But I'm glad you're on, so we can get to the your EVPs here. I'm gonna take a slight musical break at this second. This is a song by Rob Hillstrom. It's no vocals. It's just a little music interlude or whatever, so I can do my next segment. And he donated the song. So he's from Colorado. I like the music. It's creepy kind of sounding. So I'm going to do that while I load up the next set of EVPs. And I'm going to lock my camera off while I do that.
Turning on the glass meter.
All right, we're back. I'm still loading up EVPs though here, so give me a second though. Let me flip the camera back on.
But the spike is weird.
Some of the EVPs you're hearing are me hitting because I'm removing ones and adding ones. It would have been a lot quicker if I could have used my other phone, but my other phone seemed to be doing some weird stuff, my iPhone 6, with this, so I forgoed it.
Excuse me.
It's all right. So how many EVPs did you get, Judy?
I think there was like 4, a couple, 2 of them I did 2 versions, an edited and a non-edited version.
Yeah, I always do that too. Yeah, I didn't count how many you had. I just got them over.
I think there's 4, and then 2 of them, there's, like I said, the regular version and the edited. The other 4 didn't have a...
Right.
Yeah. That was clear enough without being edited.
Almost done here.
And I didn't get to the spirit box stuff.
I got one spirit box scene I want to try to get in here, but that's, again, I don't have a big enough panel on this phone to do it. Almost tempted to switch back to my other phone, but I'm just afraid about the feedback issues that I got. I've had enough technical problems tonight. Right? Hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Next week will hopefully go a lot faster here. And then some of these EVPs I'm going to have to pull up on the fly here as we play them because I'm running out of room.
And I didn't hear your EVPs, so I don't know if mine are the same as yours or not.
Right. I know. Well, that's cool if it is. I mean, we do. Sorry. Almost done. And then we want to get EVP number 9. I have one EVP at the end of this that we'll have to load up again. I'll just load it with your stuff, Judy.
Okay.
After that break. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so we're going to do, this was EVP 5 we played before the break, where we thought we heard the no on the real-time player. And again, this was using an app on my phone with a mic and a headphones that I could real-time hear it. And this is why I do multiple recorders. So I had the real-time, I had my camera. Actually, at that point, no, the camera shut down. So I'll admit that I didn't have the camera for that one, but I had another recorder going. And on the other recorder, the Olympus has a little bit clearer sound than that BossJock app, and so this is it on that, and to prove that this is how we debunk EVPs, so we know they're not, when they're mistaking something else. So this is it again on the BossJock, or not on the BossJock, on the Olympus recorder.
Turning on the gauze meter. Is your name Mike?
See,
Whoa.
well, you hear it on this
What
end,
was that?
you can tell it's the outtake of his breath. But on that BossJock, it came back sounding like a no. That was debunked, but what's cool about it is a little bit later here we'll get to an EVP that seems to mention that Goot did it. We'll see that it really mentions the fact that that wasn't an EVP, because I was talking about it at the time. So we'll get that in a second. Let's go to EVP number 6. Let me get my notes up on that one. So EVP number 6. Let's see. That's Spirit Box. EP7. EP number 6 I have a question mark on, so this is another one I'm kind of still exploring. I didn't do any other edits of it.
But I thought it was a residual thing or something.
Walk through the door.
When my son saw it, then we open the wall and there's a doorway.
I just got something else. Were they making noise down there?
That's right. This was noise. This is you guys said you weren't making any noises, and then I listened to the recorder. I had left my recorder downstairs at that same time it was going on, and I didn't hear anything on that recorder because that Olympus was downstairs. This was on the BossJock while I was upstairs, and I heard this. And you hear me comment on it, and it didn't show up on the Olympus because we called down and asked you guys, did you make any noise? And I, listened back on that. You guys weren't making any noise. So I don't know. It doesn't sound very vocal. I think it's a chair moving, but you guys didn't move anything, and Todd was standing right next to me. So I don't know. I don't know if I can call it an EVP or not, but it's a strange noise. All right, number 7. This was downstairs. This is on my Olympus. Goot and Todd are talking about the gauze spike in, and I'm listening to an EVP with the headphones with Judy. This is a cool one for me because I recently talking about an old EVP that I got back in the day that was when you play it in reverse, it actually makes sense. When you don't play it in reverse, it doesn't make any sense. And I've never had that happen. I've tried a lot of EVPs in reverse and never gotten anything. But this one might be. It's not as good as the first one I ever got. Maybe I'll play that one later tonight. But it sounds like it says something more clearly, or it's actually saying something when you play it in reverse, unlike what you hear. You can't make it out. So this is EVP number 7.
That's from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to see it spike, that's where you're going to see it. Let's see if we go.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
What I heard.
Sounds like smudge or something like that. I'm gonna play it again.
That's from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're going to see it spike, that's where you're going to see it. Let's see if we go.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
What I
Do you guys?
Yeah, that one I can hear clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
Clearly, but it doesn't make any sense. And whenever I get one that comes out clear, doesn't make any sense, I play it in reverse. And 99% of the time, I never get anything in reverse. It's just something that doesn't make sense. This time, I did feel like I got something in reverse. So I'm going to play another edited version, but I don't think that this is it isolated, not in reverse yet. All right, so that's it there. Now this is it in reverse. Oh, hold on. Do you guys hear it?
Hear it, but I really can't make out what it's saying.
It's not very clear, but what I think I hear is missed it. Now that I've said that, it's influenced you and anybody else that'll watch this, and see if you hear that now.
I hear it, but that's not what I'm hearing. I'm not hearing missed
I'm not
it.
hearing that either.
Yeah, it's a Class C, and what it is, because you can't make it out. I hear missed it. I don't know. This is definitely Class C, but I like it because to me it does like it's saying something in reverse. I can't.
Can you play it again a couple times on the loop?
Yeah. Hold on, I'll loop it. That better?
Hotspot. It's definitely. It's missed. It doesn't at all make it for my brain, but
Me either.
Yeah, that's kind of how this thing works
Sort
sometimes.
of like got an O in it, like an ah sound.
yeah, like I was. My brain said hotspot, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say on that one. Let's see. Let's move on to EVP 8. So we were talking, and it is a male voice in between us talking. Right after we heard something moving, the boards behind me, we hear a knocking not long after this happens, too, where we thought we heard a knocking upstairs.
Is this in the basement?
Yeah, this is when we were down in the basement. This is on my Olympus recorder.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's it. Isolate. Hold on. This is original clip. Oh, come on. Hit this.
Didn't move either. I thought that was you stepping on a board or something.
Yeah,
so I thought it was her.
No,
Yep.
the boards are up there.
Okay.
Okay. Come on. Something like that. I'm playing.
Didn't move either. I thought that was you stepping on a board or something.
Yeah, sure.
so I thought it was her.
No,
Yep.
the boards are up there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just talking right over all of us.
Yeah.
Under us or whatever.
Here's it isolated. Damn it.
Here,
Okay.
here,
Okay.
here,
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Unless that's Goot and his heavy breathing, but it's weird. It doesn't seem like it's matching with his voice.
Almost sounds like an echo of some kind.
I don't know. Did you feel like it was really echoey down there, or do you think it's echoey down there, Todd?
In some of my EVPs, it's kind of echoey.
I noticed if you're in those rooms.
yeah. If you're in the offices, it is. The rest of it,
But I wasn't.
Isn't.
I wasn't. I was outside the room when that was recorded. We all were.
Yeah, the forward studio is not echoey, and it's still just the two offices because of that blank drywall.
Yeah. Now upstairs is echoey for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Let's see. And EVP number 9 is the one that I was talking about that seems like it responds to me and Judy are talking about the boss jock capturing that no EVP. and using that app for it. And this sounds like it's talking about what we're talking about, like it's trying to tell us something we don't figure out until later. So here, make sure I got the right one.
It was called Boston.
That's only I've.
Was it about the time I was looking
I'm
around?
gonna look though if I remember what it's called. Texas me was called Boston.
Goot here's Goot made it, I think, and
I heard that.
that's what my wife heard. That's what I heard, and my wife said it to me before, and she heard it before I ever said anything to her. So, to me, we're talking about that no EVP, which Goot made. It was Goot's breath, and so to me, it feels like it's responding to that.
I get the goot. It's just the did it, but maybe the goot's it. That I can.
Maybe.
It's missing syllables for me.
It is. It's a weird voice though too. It's not ours. It's nobody in our group.
No, and that's a female voice in my head. That's
it doesn't sound familiar to you at all, does it? I always have to ask.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Can you play that again?
Yeah, we're going to.
It was called Boston. It was called Boston.
I guess if I had to say, yeah, it does sound familiar to me, but it'd be like my ex-wife's voice, and she's still with us, so that's pretty sure it's not her.
Well, mimicking happens too. We've talked about that before on my podcast that I did, and the test broadcast we were talking about that last night. That these things can mimic people voices, people that are alive, or mimic your own voice. I've had that happen with me. I had an EVP that says "I hate you," and some people thought it sounded like me. I would never say "I hate you" to an investigator. I never said that out loud ever. But
not out loud, internally, repeatedly.
I'm telepathically putting my thoughts on recorders. No, I don't want the guy who said it, who was directed to think that I hated him or anything. Maybe I was getting annoyed with him because he was like, he was a sensitive, and he's like, "Oh, it's gotta get away from me." And I don't know, but no, I really feel like it was like mimicking my voice. And that happens. There's something important in EVPs. All right, I'm gonna play it a couple more times, and then I take another musical interlude or whatever, and pull up Judy's EVPs and one more that I have, and we can get to those.
It was called Boston. It was called Boston.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, and you know what, Goot was excited because he's like, I've never had my name in an EVP before.
Well, things in my building always seem to be personal in a way. I mean, it's, again, not back to EVPs, we haven't had that, but the direct responses, well, then who could have opened the closet door? Bang. I mean, it's stuff like that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that in this broadcast, but yeah, you've had activity where it's opened up that door that used to go to that old vault.
Yeah, it's opened. Well, you were standing there when the broomstick got flipped down as soon as we were up out of the area. So.
Oh yeah,
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that. It's constant. It's not to, like I said, it's so commonplace to me and the people that are there every day. You almost don't notice it.
What's going to come up here after the break too, Judy? One of those EVPs you shared, is that the one that you heard with your own ears?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. That was beautiful. 'Cause it's not even EVP. It's not really an EVP. It's an anomalous voice, and I love those just as much as EVPs. I mean, I love them better. I mean, you heard it with your ears. I mean, it was talking to you. It manifested its voice, and that's rare. You don't get that often.
It's rare to get it on recorder at the same time.
And to get it on the recorder. So I mean, you can't beat that. So let me play some music here. It's nothing, no songs mine. It's just some background music to play. So not hearing nothing, and then I'll get up that next set. All right, we're coming back. All right, so are you guys still with me?
Yeah.
I'm indeed. Yeah, I just had my mic muted.
All right, and if anybody tunes in, this is Paranormal Soup with your host, me, Jason Bland, and we got Judy and Todd Reiner on here talking about his photo studio that he has been building. How old is the building?
To the best of my knowledge, it was built in 1880, so 135 years.
That's pretty. It goes back to the beginnings of LaPorte. LaPorte is a town,
Yeah, it does.
And there's some history. I know you had the Belle Guinness crew out there filming for the Belle Guinness movie they're doing, because supposedly she had a bank there and her victims a bank there, right? When it was a bank.
Yeah, it's one of the two buildings that they have actual historical reference on her being there. She had accounts in that bank, and one of the other buildings in town that was a bank is the only places they can confirm of her being.
I should put in, if anybody doesn't know who Belle Guinness is, you should look her up, Wikipedia. Belle Guinness for LaPorte County is one of our few things we're famous for, sadly. Was back in the early 1900s, beginning of the 1900s. She was the LaPorte County kind of Black Widow, which killed up to at least 40 men, they believe, and got away with it. Faked her own death, and it was believed a long time that she was dead, but the evidence doesn't really support that.
Yeah,
one of the first female serial killers.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the historians are saying now anywhere between 40 and like 300 if she had actually continued.
Right. And it's now we'll never know probably.
No.
But it's cool. They had they have a little part of the LaPorte history connected to your building on that too. Doubt she's haunting your building, but she's there to go. Where's my money? Yeah,
I don't think it's her.
No.
Far too friendly.
But we've had the opportunity to investigate the actual location where the house foundation was built on, and it's really cool. And we hope to go back again soon, I hope, and have a whole night, an episode on Belle Guinness. And again, like for anybody that watches this later on and they don't know who she is, definitely look her up. It's an interesting story. So, all right, I'm going to go to the last EVP that I captured. Let's see, EVP 10. Let me look at my notes. Good asked, what's your name? I don't know if this is a reply of a name or not, but there's something there.
What is your name?
You're at it right at the end.
I didn't hear anything.
It's really faint. It's really faint. I'll bring it up, and I got a little more on the audio. Oh, shoot. Careful. It's really faint, and I just realized, too, I didn't load the Spirit Box stuff on here. I got a Pete Brown on the Spirit Box. We might just cover that another night, because I want to do, we're going to do more hunts there and hopefully an investigation again, and we'll cover all the evidence at one point, because there's also stuff we got the first time, and there are a couple EVPs I'm not playing tonight that we got the first time, like the Whoopsie and the No that we got there.
The Pete Brown one from the Spirit Box is really clear. I played that for a couple people here, and everybody said it pretty much at the same time when they heard it. So
yeah, I'm 100%. Oh shoot, I should roll that up if we get a chance to that Pete Brown up on the Spirit Box. I really do think that's what it was saying. It's responding to us asking what his name is, and it sounds like Pete Brown. But let me play this. This is the let me get the edited version. God dang it. You hear it now? That's isolated it.
Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's like circle is what I thought it's saying. But...
Play that again.
Yeah,
is your name?
We asked what your name is.
No, but it sounds like it repeated it back to me.
Okay, let me play it again. Dang it. That's on here.
What is your name?
I'm not hearing it, but I mean...
Okay, well, it's...
I hear it now that he said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I get that. I play EVPs and somebody tells me something new that I haven't heard before on it. So, I mean, that's... Yeah, let me listen to it again.
There's like definite the syllable count there. It's
yeah.
There's 3 syllables.
So like good ass, what's your name? It's go, what's your name? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't hear it. But as I said, that's how this stuff works with Class C EVPs, or everybody kind of hears what they want to hear.
Right,
Yeah.
and then when Todd mentioned what it said, then I heard it clearly as being that. But
right. Well, you were
empowering yourself that way.
I'm influenced by what Todd says, and I don't hear it, and that's how sometimes it works. I still don't hear it, But it's because I have my original perception in my head when I first recorded it, listen to it. So that might be why. But even my original perception, I'm still not sure what it says. I don't have any. You better answer than I do. I have nothing. What it says. It's just a definite vocalization and a weird one at that. And it seems to be responding to us.
Yeah, unless it's really, really clear, it's all just a guessing game. Now, that one where it said a name, Pete Brown, that to me was clear as a bell.
Yeah, definitely. I will pull that up. I'll have to just get on here really quick and pull it up, whatever. Maybe I can just go to the recording parts of this app and just pull it and upload it. Judy, now we're on to your stuff. Now, on my thing, it's hard for me to read. I got like 31, and a bunch of those start with 32.
I start with 30. That was the upstairs in the front room, and there's a cough. I think it was Goot coughing or something, and then you hear whispers, a couple separate whispers after that.
Maybe I can play it off of your email. Actually, let me do that. See how that works, because actually then I can look at your notes. You didn't send me 30.
I didn't send you 30?
You started with 31. I see your notes about 30, but you didn't send me 30. So if you can shoot
It
that.
might not be in order.
Well, 31. I never saw a 30 on the ones I downloaded. No.
Oh, okay.
No. No 30.
I can try to send you that one. We'll do these other ones first. Okay, the audible whisper in the basement was 31.
Okay, let me play that. Your email's coming through my phone. So you boost the audio right at that point?
Is that what an edited one?
It must be. Hold on.
It'll say E if it's edited.
I hear it. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me play this one.
And I also know what it sounds like to me, what it says.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah.
That's the unedited version.
You hear what it says? Can you tell?
Well, you know, the sound in that almost sounds like that voice in that other one. The Goot did it. It's like, it's really similar. That at the beginning.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that too. It seemed really similar. I'm gonna play the unedited one more time here, or two more times, and then we'll play the one that is edited. It's just one syllable maybe.
It's two. I'm getting 2 words out of it.
All right, let me go back to the edited. I hear yes. That's what I hear. That's.
You want me to tell you what I'm hearing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm hearing get out, get out, and it's the same thing I heard when it was in my ear when I was standing in that room by myself. Get out.
Is that that EVP, the one you heard with your ears?
Mhm.
That's this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. See, now I'm influenced, but yeah. I definitely.
But that's what I heard when I was in there too. I heard get out.
Yeah, I only hear it once, but I hear get out. Oh yeah, now that that's how I get influenced,
That's why I walked out of that room. I was in there by myself. I was like, okay, I'm out.
I listened to it like a bunch more times and.
Hey, that's our sales room. Don't go chasing people out of there.
Yeah, in there. So we have a nice set of photos, you can do, and someone's going, get out.
Leave your money.
There goes your business, I'm let the camera flip between us. I just realized I had it locked on myself. I'm being selfish here. I didn't realize I had it locked.
You can keep it there.
So see, on my end, it's been flipping the whole time.
It goes to whoever's talking.
It'll do that on your end, but it won't be the broadcast. The broadcast is just what I show, and I had just my screen on. So, all right, let's go. All right, so did you get? You sent me EVP 30.
No, we were doing that. I was wait till we're done. If you take a break, because I'm gonna have to minimize this and get it back into my email.
Then I can get the that spirit box up then too.
Okay. Then if you go to, there's a couple in 32. There's like 3 of them in there.
I'm going to
the basement, and I have clear voice and what it says, but I won't say what it says.
All right, I'm going to those now.
Stomach growling. That wasn't that was a knocking after my stomach growling. I didn't hear it, but you guys did. Knock, knock, knock. After my stomach growled, and you guys after that. Yeah, it was a knock, 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 and you guys had knocking. My stomach wasn't knocking. It did growl though. Yeah, but
all right,
you guys heard it. I didn't.
All right, let me play it again. Is all 32 that one? They got a bunch that say 32.
No, I got a few 32s. And some of them are edited.
All right.
Stomach growling.
Oh yeah.
That.
Yeah.
And then, as it goes on in that, I cut that out. But you guys all heard a knocking, and you thought someone was knocking at the door upstairs.
That was the knock that we heard.
Yeah. Now, with my ears, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either, and it didn't show up on my recorder, but I remember Goop saying that. And it was at you remember my other EVP I got was around that same time period.
Yeah, and you guys ran upstairs to see if anyone was at the door, because we had all our equipment and stuff up there.
But I got an EVP right in that area, too. When you get to knocking, I got an EVP right in that area, because a little bit after that, because you hear him talk about the knocking, and we just heard the knocking, and it happens like a minute later. There's some activity happening right in that area. We're all the way down to the basement.
Yeah, and then there's another one in there where we thought it was me stepping on boards. It sounded like boards falling. That's
well. The funny thing is, it's like the response on the one that sounds like Goot did it, or is what you guys thought it was, or Goot's it, or whatever. And then the noise before your get out sounds almost like that same voice, and I'm wondering if that same sound was picked up on multiple recorders.
That's the thing. I didn't get it on mine. I didn't get it on my recorder. That knocking I didn't get, and No,
I wasn't talking the knocking. That noise was at the beginning of Judy's recording, and you had it.
Right.
If you go back to the first one of hers that you played.
Okay, the first one.
Yeah.
That was that noise I was talking about. See, my Olympus didn't record that, but my Olympus was in the back of the room, and this is Judy's recorder. But no, wait, no, that couldn't be the same sound because I'm downstairs. And when
unless it was done again, because when the three of us were talking about Goot's gauze meter,
yeah,
that sound, or in response to your no, that the female-sounding voice is on the beginning of Judy's recording. At least my ears are hearing it.
Oh, that. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to. Was that the first one we ever played for Judy's?
I think that was 31.
That one?
No. Before that, I think.
Well, that was mine. That one?
No. It was one of hers that she heard the get out.
That was the other one I just did. This one.
That'd be number 31. Yeah.
That was the one I just played before that one. Here, hold on. Oh,
yeah, right at the very beginning.
Right at the
talking.
Is that somebody talking?
Judy.
That wasn't. I was talking. I was noting for the recorder that I was moving around.
Yeah, she was talking right then.
Okay. Well, just that sound is that her talking is very similar to that noise that you guys picked up on the other one.
Yeah, but I know that other one wasn't her. But that's, like I said, sometimes they seem to feel like they mimic us, and that's frustrating. Actually, I hate the mimicking because it, makes it feel like we're making.
I got a couple that mimic you.
Yeah, I know, and that I don't like the mimicking. I hate it because it just makes it seem like it's our voices sometimes, and I know it's.
Well, mimicking and mocking, that's kind of the entire point, is to be annoying, so.
Yeah. It's very creepy, too.
All right, let's go on to the next one she's got.
Did you die here?
That was, after he said, "Did you die here?" all the stuff, you
What
hear
was
the falling,
that?
it sounds like wood. Never say, what is that?
I forgot to make a clip of that, so I'm glad you did.
That wasn't you, Stefan. I was going to ask you if that was you.
Yeah, because I was standing right there, and I thought you were moving behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes that noise. I had
and it happened right by where I was standing.
Let's listen to it again. And it's not an EVP. Excuse me, but it's not an EVP, but it's
audible.
It's making noises right behind me and in front of Judy.
Did you die here?
And I was looking right at Todd. I was looking right at Goot, and they were looking at me.
What was that noise?
And you were behind me, and you didn't move.
I thought that was you. That wasn't you.
We were all standing still.
No. Also, it was right after that where the knock, knock, knock EVP was at.
Right. So yeah, it was in that time frame, and we were getting a lot of activity just in that time frame. We're stirring something up in that in that hallway downstairs.
Well, it's broad daylight business time. That's
yeah.
That's how that place works.
All right, let's go into the next one. Oh, I might have doubled this. Yeah, that's a double of it. Here.
Did you die here?
I think you sent me that one multiple times. Hold on.
Did I? Probably did.
Let me see.
Is there a reason you're still here?
Oh.
What was that? What was that one, Judy?
It didn't show up. It was right after. It wasn't wrong after I said, "Is there a reason?" After there's a voice
Okay.
that isn't one of ours. Try it again.
I heard something. That's why I was.
Is there a reason you're still here? Right there.
Was that you? Could that have been you, Todd? Because Goot's talking to you at that moment, I think.
Can you run it again?
It was behind everybody else's voices. Is there a reason you're still here? Sounds like a hi.
I almost feel like a no, like that, no, something like that. Right after you say, "Is there a reason you're still here?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna play again.
Is there a reason you're still here?
Yeah, it's a negative sound.
It sounds like no to me, or a no.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the other people's voices because it almost sounds like it's coming out of a can.
Right, and that's a typical aspect of PvPs. I'm gonna play it again.
Is there a reason you're still here?
Yeah, that's not me because Goot was talking.
Yeah, it's definitely right over him. It's definitely right over him talking. You don't think that was you, Todd, right? It didn't seem like.
No, we were having a conversation. I'm not generally that prone to interrupting.
And it didn't sound like a live voice. Like I said, it sounded like a canned voice.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let me see. So we've gone through these EVPs here, but then we got. Did you? Can you send me 30? Have you gotten that yet?
Yeah, if you're gonna take a break, I'm gonna because I'm gonna have to go to my emails and send it to you.
Okay. Hold on. We're gonna play another musical interlude here. I think I'll play the same. I don't want to play too much music or too much word stuff. I just want some background music. I'll play this guy's song, Rob Hilworth, or let me get that right. Should I say it? Rob Hillstrom. So this is his song again. I'll play that really quick while I load stuff up.
Yeah, it's a seriously high volume.
Is that better?
It is indeed.
Have you sent that EVP yet, Judy?
I'm trying to find it. I can't seem to find it. I want to look to my
Okay. Yeah.
my mail to you.
Yeah, I didn't get it in that email. You started with 31. I see your note about it though. Upstairs, front room. After someone coughs, there's a whisper. You know what? I got. I found one here that didn't have a 30 in front of it, but just says Indiana Ave front room whisper. Could that be
That's
it?
it.
All right.
That's it. Okay, hang on. I gotta figure out how to get you back on here now. Let's see.
Well,
How do I get this
Play it.
back?
I'm gonna play it. See if this is it.
Okay, go ahead.
Coffin.
There was 2 whispers, one, and then, like she said, it sounded like a name, and then another word a second or so after. And I think that's an edited one also.
I definitely heard 2. Yeah. Let me play it again. I only one I have. I didn't have any other ones that said that, so you must have missed one, your original one. But at least we got this one. It's let me play it.
Coffin.
Is that the edited one or the?
Yeah, that's the only one I got. It's like something like help, something. Almost.
I'm hearing what sounded like a name for the first one, and to me, the last word sounds like awesome or something like that.
My kid likes that. He always says everything's awesome. So.
Coffin.
Yeah, I hear the awesome. Yeah, of course, now that you said it, but I hear it, yeah.
It sounds like a female voice to me.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely sounds female. What's your thoughts, Todd?
First thing, I need to get my mic on mute. Again, it's picking those out of there. As soon as she said it said awesome, I heard awesome.
Right. Yeah, that's the EVP game.
Yeah.
Let's play the EVP game. What do you hear? And the best ones, the Class A's are judged by the fact that everybody hears the same thing. And tonight, I mean, we definitely didn't have any Class A EVPs come out of this. The closest might be the Goot one, because I did get, I got Judy that heard it, I got Goot that heard it, and I heard my wife that heard it without the influence. You didn't hear it so much, and then that happens.
Well, I hear the Goot. It's the syllable count that's off in my head. So
it's almost like he's got a lisp when he's talking on that EVP. I wanted to mention that. It sounds like something, or she has kind of a lispy voice.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of lispy. That's what I thought. That Goot EVP.
Yeah, it kind of does have that. I guess the cleft palate kind of enunciation.
Right. All right, so we got 45 minutes left in the show because I'm going to go to midnight, and we're going to get down to the last of these EVPs, and then we're going to talk about, and you're welcome to stay aboard, Todd. It's up to you. We're going to talk about some current videos circling the web right now on YouTube. They're end of the Paranormal Soup mix of crazy crap out there on the web. So all right, let's what I got next now, since we did get Judy's last EVP in there, is the Spirit Box response, and you don't count these as Class A or Class B when it's a Spirit Box. It's just what it is. But definitely, if it was an EVP, it'd be Class A. Everybody, I think, hears the name Pete Brown as the answer. We didn't have like a total full-on conversationless note on the Spirit Box that night or that day. I did feel like I tried to communicate it a couple of times, but this was the clearest communication through the Spirit Box. The only one I felt like might be legit. There's a cadence, just like there's a cadence, a sound, tinny sound to EVPs. There's a cadence to Spirit Box responses, in my opinion. The legit ones don't sound the same as feedback or feed coming through the radio when it's feeding through. And
feedback breaks up, whereas this is steady. It's a steady voice.
Yeah. One night we'll do the EVPs we got. I won't reveal the client's name or anything like that. But we'll review the EVPs of the Spirit Box session. I shouldn't say EVPs, but Spirit Box sessions when we got that Ivan multiple times. Yeah. That's our best Spirit Box session because it was a passed on family member, and we got. So we'll cover that on a night of. I'm going to dedicate a future episode to Spirit Box alone.
Yeah, because I got a lot of those.
Yeah. So we'll. I definitely want to get a lot of your Spirit Box stuff, Judy. You seem to have a good collection of it.
Yeah.
So we'll get together before that episode and we'll plan it out, and then we'll talk about. People post a lot of stuff on the web about Spirit Boxes.
Yeah. And I still have Todd's Spirit Box sessions to go through yet. I haven't because. Having that broken foot, I have one more
recording left over that I haven't listened to, and it's that last Spirit Box session we did. So I need to listen to that. There might be something else we missed. I just haven't had the time to get to that. This is my last thing to listen to, and I want to do that before our next meeting. By the way, anybody that listens to this that ends up living in LaPorte County, Midwest Paranormal has their meetings the first Friday of the month. We switch locations up. Sometimes Aurelio's Pizza, sometimes Pac-Man's Pizza. But hopefully, Todd, if you're still on for it, we're going to have it at his studio. I'm not going to give the address out here. Just find it on our Facebook page.
Oh, absolutely. And you can give the address out, but they better show up wanting a photo.
All right. Well, they have 711 Indiana Avenue, and the meeting will start at 6:30. Please bring a chair if you're coming. We don't have a lot of seating for everybody. There's plenty of. I think it's got plenty of room. It's just there's not a lot of chairs we have there for the setup. And we'll go over some more of this evidence again, and maybe if we have some new stuff, and then we'll have our meeting and some of the stuff we have to discuss for our group. But we'll have a little evidence review there for people that haven't heard this broadcast, and then we'll do a hunt and see if we get anything. It'll last about an hour or so usually. If we got a lot of people there, it might last a little longer because then I might make some people wait outside and let people go in 10-minute, 15, 20-minute increments, so we don't have too many people in at one time when we try to do the hunt. So, all right, let's do this. We're getting off topic here, so let's get back to that last set of the spirit box.
Can you tell us your name?
Yeah, it's clear as a bell.
This is my isolated. And I told Sue Harmon, our researcher, this response. She hasn't heard it, but I told her at the last meeting that about the name. She goes, she said she'd look into it. I might have to remind her again to find out. There's probably a lot of names tied to that property. It could be anything. But it'd be interesting if we found some real major connection to a Pete Brown and to your location. That would be awesome. That's the shiznits of paranormal.
Yeah.
That kind of response, and you find out that was a person that lived there. And Pete Brown's a pretty common name, though, too.
Yeah,
so it could be rolled up to coincidental, even if we do find a Pete Brown. It's great when.
Well, it's one of the previous owners of the building we know was a Richard or Dick Smith, and it's like, well, yeah, you couldn't ask for a much more common name.
Yeah, might as well be Smith,
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, Jason, because I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. Have you checked the comments?
Not going to do that again. No. Not tonight, because I'll rip another hole in the universe. We don't want another ripped hole in the universe. Boy, Todd, you called that at the beginning, by the way.
Yeah.
Todd, I should have listened to your sage words of wisdom there. You're gonna rip a hole in the universe, kid. Shoot. So, yeah, that's why I don't think I have any live viewers right now. Probably screwed everything up. But oh well, it'll be recorded on the channel for posterity.
It's the first one. It's always going to have its bumps there.
Yeah, I hope we get better and better and better at this as we do it, and I gain more audience as we go. Let me flip on screen share. So now we're going to talk a little bit about stuff that's been going on in the news. I wanted to do this at the beginning, and then the beginning got completely screwed to hell because I tore a hole in the universe. So let me see, and we'll make sure we do not screen share my live feed so we don't have that problem happening. Let me get it ready to go. All right. All right, so first up, I'm going to play. Can you guys see the screen yet?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, now I do.
Okay. Mute the volume here, especially since it's loud. We don't need to hear anything to see this.
Especially the Duracell ad.
Yeah. I don't get paid for that. Screw Duracell. Unless someone advertise on my show. Email me at jbland, midwestparanormal@hotmail.com. Come on, Duracell. I'll take your money. All right, here it is, right up here in the screen. This is spotted, let's see if they got the date on here. April 29th, yeah. April 29th this year, just last week in San Diego. And this isn't the only footage of it. There's other footage of it out there and multiple witnesses to it. This could be faked. Not in the sense that somebody faked the video because there's multiple ones and multiple witnesses. But my dad, who is a scientist at heart, pointed out that now with the advent of drones and people messing around with drone technology out there, there's ways to sync up drones and you can make pictures in the sky with drones and lights.
Yeah.
Demonstrated. So I mean, if somebody did hoax this, they went to a lot, spent a lot of money on it because those drones aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
Whoever did this, they went out of their way. Definitely.
But on the same token, we were just at the drive-in last week, and they had this blue light that kept zipping up in the sky, up above the height of the screen, and then falling back down. And it was real entertaining to the kids. And it was some kids that had these like little helicopter things that you give it a rip, and blue LED lights up. It goes shooting up in the sky a couple 100 foot and falls.
Here's another video. Let's see if I play this one.
There's about Belgunnis.
Yeah, that's something about Belgunnis there. I was going to play if anybody had a question about who Belgunnis was. So there's more video of it. And the different blinking lights, I mean, it looks like something out of Close Encounters. I mean, you just, if it's legit, man, it's pretty some of the best video footage of a UFO out there. And it's just hovering out there. And you see how bright those lights are. They're really lighting it up. And if those are a bunch of drones being synchronized,
yeah, the same thing I always have to say whenever it comes to any UFO video is, why is it always low resolution and crappy? Because my cell phone shoots at 4K, and I think everybody else's does for the most part too. And
the only thing I say about this is like I said, there's multiple people. I'm trying to find the other video feed. There's two different people that shot this feed from about the same spot, and then there's another person shot it from another spot, and they took pictures, and you got these wavy lights going around. And then there was people who called into the police department about this. Quite a few.
Well, right, but it's back to the whole.
Oh, I know.
Hellboy thing is, why is it always got to be a crappy photo?
But then again, if it's a great photo, then they're like, oh, that's totally photoshopped. You know? That's the thing with even ghosts and UFOs and Bigfoot. I don't know. That's a whole different subject. But I'm gonna load up my next thing I'm gonna talk about here in a second. But with even with the Bigfoot stuff, well, nobody's gonna. You could get a full shot of something that looked totally real, and with the advent of video graphics and technology, anything and everything could be faked and fool even the most great experts out there.
True.
So it's all evidence now is subject.
Well, that's the great disillusionment of our time is everything can be faked. So,
all right. So
no matter what you see, you can't believe in it.
Another thing I want to talk about too is something that's gotten popular. Is this guy from Huff Paranormal? This is him here. His last name's Huff. I forgot his first name, but he believes he's contacting Robin Williams on Box. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can fast forward to the good stuff because he talks forever about why he did it, and not to be offended by him trying to talk to Robin Williams. I don't really care. I just want to hear the
Are you there, Robin?
And so yeah, he's trying to make a regular communication with Robin Williams. There's some other ones I gotta say are kind of interesting. Yeah, here, but there's more.
Are you with the angels, Robin? Thank you, Robin.
We all knew Robin Williams had a potty mouth.
Yeah.
Even in the afterlife.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's when.
Sorry, Todd. I can pause it.
Oh, no. That's the thing that always, to me, lends validity to the concept of the spirit box thing is it's scanning through AM and FM bands of broadcast. And, well, the FCC kind of frowns upon dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah, we get a cuss word through a spirit box. That's always the most convincing because you're not going to get that on a radio. We'll go back to that last one.
Especially not in broad daylight.
Let's get around. Here we go.
Robin, if you're there, can you come through?
He's got some more recent stuff, and I didn't find the video tonight, but I should have. Where Robin is talking, and his mother is also in the EVP. The Robin Williams' mother, who passed away, is supposed to be in the spirit box thing, and he says something, and she says something about, "Oh, you're going to hell," or something like that. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's probably full of shit, but up there, I'm cussing. See, the ghosts have got me cussing.
I don't know, it's kind of hard to fake a spirit box. I don't know.
Yeah, if there's a will, there's a way, Judy. You know that.
Yeah.
If there's a will, there's a way. All right, this one's floated on the web. They put this dated as 2015, but I'm pretty sure I saw this like back in 2013. Maybe it was this last year I saw this video. I'm going to play here. I think this is hopefully the short version.
Is that the hotel hallway? Looks like it to me.
Yeah, have you seen that one?
Yeah, that's about 2 or 3 years old, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. They tried listing it as 2015. I'm like, no, I know this one, but I like it, but I think it's probably fake.
I don't know. That's one that raised my hackles on it today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one is creepy.
I got it muted.
John, just wait.
Let me go back. This is a short version of it.
John, Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming.
This is 2003.
And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. Correct. John, just wait. We're gonna get a hold of the police. So, I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick, just check, make sure, see what's going on.
He's a brave man. And I'm not going to say that there might be a ghost in there. He's a brave man for walking into any room where you're hearing somebody screaming at the top of their lungs. Somebody could be getting murdered right now. The guys tell him, don't go in the room. Don't go in the room.
If you watch the whole thing, what made it seem realistic is he didn't just go barging in there. He walked back and forth a little bit, like, should I do this? Should I do this?
Yeah, there was a lot of that.
I don't think he was in on it if it was faked.
Right. If it was being faked to him, he didn't know.
No.
Or he did, or it's just good acting. I mean, you script something out right, but they're using a hotel. You think more would come out about this, like, oh yeah, we faked it, or more came out. It's been out for a few years. I've not found any.
Well, that's when it first popped up. It said 03.
Yeah.
The footage.
Yeah, the footage is from up here, up in the top area here. It says September 14th, 2003, and nothing's still come out about this one. I've been looking on Snopes or anything. And if somebody has something on this, again, email me jbland. MidwestParanormal@hotmail.com if you got some info on this one. I'd love.
As a general rule, anytime Snopes says something's false, I always assume it's real because I don't trust or like them.
I don't either. I've caught them on a few things that they tried to dispute, and I'm like, I've got that completely wrong.
Yeah, I've caught them in more than one thing that's kind of a blatant lie, and it's like things that I was there type of situation.
Yeah, we won't even get Snopes tried to take on the whole chemtrail thing, and they got really hard bashed for that because there's a lot of people that have speculations about chemtrails. I'm not going to get into that tonight, but Snopes put some stuff out there that they should have checked their facts before they put it out there. They got nailed hard by the chemtrail community for that one. All right, I'm going to keep playing here. And there goes the ghost.
John, are you there? Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on.
See, that's the one that gives me the chills because I had a personal experience when I was young. Of a situation very much like that, the room getting tossed and things shredded. And
was this at a home you lived in?
No, it's one of my own little personal ghost stories. We were at a friend's house and their daughter, maybe 10, 12 years old, went to bed. It was actually a theater group, and she got up, went to bed. She had been in there like 3-4 minutes. She walked from the living room in towards the bedroom. We hear her scream at the top of her lungs, and her dad gets up and bolts, and I was right behind him. He bounced off the door as I hit him because the door was solid, just like locked. She screams, then the door opens. He falls in, I fall in on top of him. The room's shredded. I mean, just absolutely ripped apart. And she's sitting there, her nightgown's all tore up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
get me into this house. Where is this?
Up in Illinois.
I will drive there.
It was up in Chicago, and
do they still live there?
I have no idea.
And Paranormal Junkie and me. That was almost going to be the name of the title of the show. Is Paranormal Junkie.
Yeah, the only thing she ever said that, I mean, because her father grabbed her, what happened? What'd you do? And she looked at him and said it had sticks for arms. And that's when I almost pooped.
And that's more like Alien, man.
Yeah, and that's when the night ended. That's when everybody decided we were going to leave. Because we all just had that we need to go home feel. So I was probably 17.
Oh, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, tell me a story like that. It's like, let me in the house.
Sounds like you're calling me old. Thanks, man.
No. All right, so let me cover a couple more here, and then we might try a little experiment and put the feed out live, but I don't think anybody's watching anyway. So let's see what other ones I want to. Ooh, this one I really liked. I don't think there was anything else to this video, right?
That's scary.
Guys, like, what the hell?
Officially freaked out now.
No, in case you missed it, they'll play the slow-mo with the ghost. I want to play that.
That's really something.
You know, and it wouldn't be easy, knowing from doing video, working with video and that I have, it wouldn't be easy to throw that in and try to make that a CG effect off of a security feed.
Yeah, because all that is just overexposing a few pixels.
Yeah. So they gotta, like, you know, it's all grainy and everything. You know, throw that into a video editor and try to throw something on top of it. I think it would come out a little different. You know, I don't know. It's something that, you know, if Fact to Fake was still around, they would try. They would try to put something up there and try to recreate it with a digital.
Yeah, well, they disappeared pretty early, which kind of.
I liked that show a lot too. It sucked. That guy, actually, the host of that show, Ben Hansen, I think. Is that it?
Hansen.
Hansen, yeah. He actually went out to the Crown Point jail where we've been a few times. And,
he did?
Yeah. Did you hear them talk about that when you were there?
Uh-uh.
He was there not long.
I didn't go last time.
Well, no, the first time we ever went, he was there like a month before we were.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually had a cool story, I guess. The people give us the tour is that because, you know, all those bars are there at Crown Point Jail, ended up pulling somebody over, like stopping them in their car because they were completely drunk, like dropping their keys and getting in the car. And, you know, he's former FBI, and he like stopped them and got the police there and everything, make sure they didn't take off driving. So he's a pretty cool guy. You know, it's too bad the show didn't take off.
Well, my only problem with the show is their quote-unquote photography expert who didn't seem to know much about photography.
I thought that too, and I'm not a photography expert. That's not my area of expertise at all in the paranormal. I'd like to be able to come more, and hey, you're a great person to have on here as a photography person, so you're welcome to come on any night because I love having that input. I'm more of an audio person, but yeah, I never liked her on that show because some of the stuff she would try to do, waste time trying to prove something, you know, too. Some of the stuff they'd be like, you don't have to go through that. We know it's not that, you know.
Yeah.
You have to prove it. You know, they were trying to do their due diligence, so I got to give them credit there. All right, here's another one I want to play. Now, this one I don't think is a more recent one, but I saw this recently, and I thought I would love to know more of the story to this because, you know, if this person doesn't have any kids that live in their home, that would make this really creepy. I don't know. To me, it's like, oh, maybe this is your kid that jumped up there. But this person claimed that they would hear noises in the night, and So they put a surveillance night vision camera on themselves because they'd hear weird stuff in the room at night. And she's awake when this happens. You'll see her at first, her head's up out of the bed. And she said she heard stuff going on in the room. She laid back down, and she never felt or heard anything again, but this video shows this little kid jumping up on top of her. She said she never felt a thing. I'll mute the volume here. Yeah, it tells you a little bit about it here. Be nice if the ad wasn't there. Let me see if I can get rid of that.
The Magical X.
You're going to see it right in here. She'll lay down. That's her head there. She's lays down. See it?
Oh, yeah.
It's really quick. It like jumps up at her, and they'll play it back in slow-mo here. Looks like a toddler.
Wow.
But see how it kind of disappears, too.
Yeah, that's one of those, I'd say, spirit child thing, but I don't know, something about the slow-mo made me go more,
Yeah, it seems really odd once you slow it down and look at it. When you look at it first, it seems like a little kid jumping up on the bed really quick.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you slow it down, it doesn't. It's weird. Now this, I'm going to do two more stories that are. This is recent. This was shot in Illinois. I'm going to say a couple months ago. This is a Bigfoot sighting because we're covering everything here. We're covering UFOs, we're covering ghosts, and now we're going to cover Bigfoot. This is a hard one to see. You're going to see him walking through here in the distance. And this was taken in Belle Isle, Illinois. I don't know. He's right. Walking through. Where is it? There he is.
Looks like a deer.
It's two legs. I've watched it a billion times now. Somebody on two legs.
Oh, okay. I've seen something else.
This one's been popping up a lot lately. This video about Bigfoot in Illinois. There's previous stuff in Illinois. Actually, I had stuff tonight to show. San Diego, also on the UFO front, has a lot of UFO sightings in the last few years. There's stuff on the web about multiple sightings. Here's one.
Has Goot been to Illinois?
Goot?
Yeah, because it kind of slumped like him, so.
Yeah, right? This is this was last year in San Diego during the blackout. We had a blackout there. This UFO showed up. And then you have the people that have the UFO groups where they feel they're psychically connected to the UFOs. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play the audio because this guy's he just loves the UFOs. They're talking to him. They're his spiritual buddies.
Hello, my friend. How are you? Hello. Oh, we love you too. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Oh, we love you too. Thank you so much, my brothers and sisters. Look at that guy. Does everybody see that right above us? Look at him. This is a craft. This is a craft saying hello to us.
It's saying hello to him. We love you, brother.
I would like to point out that marijuana is legal.
Yeah.
That's them doing. They do that to me all the time, saying it's us. They throw flares out. That wasn't me. That was a flare.
A flare? That's what the military usually says it is too, buddy.
That was a communication. That was an interaction right there, guys. Truly. Yeah.
Every time I watch this, I
they
laugh.
threw a flare out. You know the flares, Greg? How they throw the flares out?
The UFO community is a strange community, man.
It is.
Yeah, this is part of a Skywatch group in San Diego.
I want to believe that there's all kinds of intelligent life scattered all over the universe, but you know, I don't think they visit trailer parks and anal probe rednecks. I just have a hard time with that.
You know, I've always said this is the universe is expansive. I believe there's life out there, but at the same time, I'm a big multiverse theory kind of guy, and that's a possibility. We also have to look at the possibility that could have walk-ins from other parallel universes.
Sure, and I'll buy that just right as well as everything else.
Right. It's just as much a legitimate explanation as being from another planet.
Yeah, well, statistically, there's got to be something else out there, but it's just I want to see more. Well, same with everything else. Show me. Prove it to me.
Right. All right. Last thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to add here, because we got about 15 minutes left, is this has been going around the web a lot since 2013, maybe even 2011. I think some of the first of this stuff started popping up, is the strange noises people heard in the sky. Now, some of these are fake. Some of these have been busted out as people come out and say, oh, yeah, I was playing my computer in the background trying to make a video like when they saw. So it kind of started a phenomenon. But some of these are legit. There even had ones that happened during a baseball game. I think this is the right one.
Large trees in front of his house snapped in half. Booms.
Some bizarre noises.
Some strange noises heard around the world the last few weeks. There is now audio proof.
There's been a lot of buzz over the last few weeks about strange sounds being heard in the atmosphere. People around the world and here at home have reported hearing some bizarre noises.
Some strange noises heard around the world the last few weeks has people buzzing, especially on YouTube. Clips posted from Arizona to England and right next door in Manitoba, all showing folks alarmed by what sounds like a noise straight out of a science fiction flick.
They've happened here and across the country. Mysterious booming noises that for the most part have gone unexplained. Nobody knows what is causing these weird booms. Not police, not scientists, not even the military.
You felt it everywhere from Cape May to Manahawkin, Woodbine to North Wildwood, and all of you from Facebook to Twitter and all over social media are wondering, what was that rumble through South Jersey?
Was it an elaborate prank, the sound of aliens, or something else?
She kind of looks like an alien.
Suggestions heard today as residents awoke to a rather
It's the eyeliner.
Similar sounds have been reported all over the world in recent years.
Well,
in Russia,
put some ears on her. She's a Vulcan.
and the United States.
So she has Pez hair.
Here it is. Hold on, listen.
That's a haunting sound, if we've ever heard one. One ball, no strikes. And the bunt is foul. The count is 1-1.
And what could that possibly be? Somebody shut the door.
It sounds supernatural.
I think I remember a few of them that I went and did the research on that were fake. This isn't one of them, though.
There went something. What is that? Like it's getting very close. Where is it?
Yeah, if you guys are familiar with HARP and all that.
It's not back that way. It's up in this corner.
Right.
We're bouncing stuff off the ionosphere with that experiment, and maybe this is us, or maybe this is God pissed off.
Well, HARP would have the ability to cause that kind of a resonance, and the whole house and ground were shaking.
This is my favorite one. You can tell these guys are on a job, they're working. I doubt these guys down in the woods are like, hey, let's fake a weird sky video, in the middle of a wood job.
Sounds like earthquake almost.
Yeah. I remember this is one of the first ones I ever saw. This is like a couple years ago. This is a
Got
fake
my
one.
rabbit standing up. Check them out. That's
This is a
scary
fake one.
shit. Holy.
I'm pretty sure I saw that this was that person admitted they faked it.
Yeah, if the dog had stopped and looked up, then I would have.
Right.
Yeah, so much louder and sharper than the other ones. Like it's coming.
Because they're playing a computer speaker behind it. That's why.
Yeah.
This one I don't know, but if I would make my guess that this was faked.
I would think so. That's another too close to the sources of
This
sound.
sounds like audio that was fed in with the.
Well, if you do a Google search for like super loud air horn or world's largest air horn, there's guys that have bought at auctions these horns off of big cruise ships.
Oh yeah.
And think it's entertaining to put them in the back of a pickup truck and go drive out in the woods somewhere and let this thing rip and then drive away giggling.
But these guys aren't all over the world doing it.
Well, no, obviously not.
This is another one I think is fake. This is Serbia, I believe.
Yeah, and that just doesn't sound like it's coming from the sky.
No, it sounds like something's added in.
That's Transformers sound effects.
Now the one out in the woods to me was legit.
Yeah.
See, that just sounds like it's rumbling right up on his speaker. I don't know. If that's legit, that's freaking loud.
That just sounds like you're generating some feedback.
Yeah, but that's that'd be resonance. That's what I would expect to hear.
Harp, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe what 2012? It was 2013. Fucking hell. Alright, okay.
Just what you want to hear when you're out in the middle of the woods.
It's not an animal, is it?
No, that's not an animal, sir.
I have a stupid question. What is harp?
It's a sky whale.
Yeah, this reminds me of like the whale sounds from Star Trek, the first movie.
Sounds like a tornado siren.
Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, the weirdness is I was sitting here with Abby the other day, and we both kind of looked at each other. She's like, "Is that the tornado sirens going?" And her brother's on the fire department, so the next day I asked him, I was like, "Did you some sirens go off or something?" He's like, "No." Who knows? Maybe I heard it personally.
Maybe. I think this is a fake one too. I mean, what the hell is that, you know?
Yeah.
The reason I think this is fake is I don't hear any other noise along with it.
No, it sounds like an air horn.
What I meant is the audio feed only had that noise. It didn't have any background noise, birds. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This you can hear the air. You know, you can hear it's outside. This is more legit to me.
Yeah, that's coming from far away.
Geologists say it's not in the ground. The Air Force says it's not in the air. The astronomers say it's not from space. So we're running out of options.
No life. But yeah, so yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit tonight. That's been going around the web. Like I said, I wanted to do this at the beginning of the episode to kind of play some of this stuff ahead of time. It's almost midnight now, and that's why I said this was one that.
Yeah, Judy keeps yawning. She's making me yawn.
I think I had some I pulled up too. Like this was China. This is recent. It goes on like that for like 3 minutes. But
see, that's the thing that would everybody'd be in the street if it's that loud.
Right, you'd think everybody looking outside, going, "What the fuck is that?" You know. Because it looks like it's really late at night. You know, if it was my wife, she would be out there.
That loud, that wake me up even.
Take the house, my wife wouldn't hear it. Well, I want to thank you guys for being on tonight. I didn't get to do the live people call in, but I don't think anybody's watching live right now, unless it doesn't really show you who's watching right when I'm doing it. But it says I have one viewer, so I have one viewer on. If I risked it and went to my YouTube page of that, I would try to comment and tell them to join. But we're almost done. To the one listener.
If you're Cheryl or Sean, if that's the one viewer, thanks for listening.
Yeah, or one viewer, right? We had a lot of technical difficulties.
Well, Abby was one of them, so at one point.
That's probably Abby that's watching. But we had a lot of technical difficulties, but I think we got through it pretty good.
Yeah.
For our first episode.
Your Joan Rivers, the Joan Rivers one you had up there caught on tape. Now, if a large stream of profanity came through, it was probably her.
That one's really long. I'm not going to play that. I didn't have enough time, but I was going to kind of cover that with that other guy from Huff Paranormal. This other guy sits down and tries to talk to Joan. It kind of sounds like it could be her, but it's a long video, and I have to go through the parts. Maybe we'll come next week.
Well, the thing that comes back to that is, who the hell are you? Why is Joan Rivers going to randomly stop by your house because you're? If you were on the set of the Tonight Show and something and we're trying to do it, okay, there you got something. But it's like the people that every Halloween they're gonna get Houdini. Well, if it was his grandchildren or his wife or something or kids, then maybe. But
it's like the Ouija board in the sense that you can get anything and anything could lie to you on there if it's actually doing anything,
Yeah, absolutely. And I kick off and people start trying to pester me. You might get profanity.
The people that side on the side of the scary side of trying to do, because this guy's doing it in his home and he's doing a constant communication, and actually that's how the ghost box was built for. Was not for ghost hunting or investigating. It was built to build up an actual link of communication in the same spot, same time. And that's what he built it to do. And that's what this guy's actually using it as, and he's trying to open up a link of communication. Maybe he's onto something, I don't know. But at the same time, who's to say that a darker entity or a tricking entity couldn't mimic Rod Miller's voice if it wanted?
Well, realistically, it wouldn't even have to be anything nefarious. It could be somebody that's randomly around the neighborhood. It's okay, this guy wants to talk, and the only way I'm getting through to him is if I say, I'm Robin.
That's what I mean, yeah, and that's what they always said about Ouija boards, is that, if you ask for your grandma, the spirit will come through, but it might not be your grandma, but it'll pretend to be just to keep talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the night I got to pull up my last song. I'm always going to end the night on this song. It's a song that I did with my old band Interstate. You'll hear me on guitar, Mike Hoekstra on vocals on this one, and Matt Harris on drums, Ken Hudson on guitar. I did the lead guitar on this one. It's called Last Request. We'd always end our shows on this one, and I don't know, I kind of like it. It's got a creepy sound to it if I can find it on here. Well, I got to get the right Dropbox menu down. But, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope to keep
it was fun. I enjoyed it.
And
I'd like Todd to look at some of those photographs I have, like the ones we got at the theater that everybody kept saying was bugs, but it was too cold for bugs.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Todd, if you're able to come on next week, I would love for you to look at those photos. Me and Judy have always thought there was something to these photos, and other people in our group were like, it's bugs. It was 40 degrees, no heat.
It was less than that. It was like, because it was like February, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, it was like November, but it was. I mean, there wasn't a moth around, and it didn't look like any bug I ever saw.
And you got multiple pictures of this thing flying around and doing it, and it just seems so odd. It just, to me, I've seen pictures. I'm like, yeah, that's a bug. And like I said, I'm not the photo expert in the group, and I don't try to be. I have some experience with photography and that, but I don't consider myself an expert at all. But I felt like, there was something more to this. This wasn't a bug, and I never saw a single moth or bug that night. It was so cold. You could see your breath half the time. and this thing flew around, very luminescent. And I watched you guys take the pictures. I was there when you were taking the pictures and going, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Going up all over.
It was a very active place too.
So
yeah, I'm willing to take a look.
Yeah, if you want to come on next week, man, I love having you on, especially for your photography eye.
I got a couple photographs that are strange like that. I have one that corresponds with a EVP of a little girl when I was at a cemetery. That Griffin one.
I'm gonna.
And, when I took the flash, you hear a little girl go, "No!" And then there's this weird-looking orb above her tombstone.
I can look. Fair warning, I don't know how much credence I personally lend to orbs. I mean, I've got some that within a few weeks, well, Christmas after my wife passed, we've got some photos that we took that there are orbs, broad daylight, that shouldn't have been there and things like that. But it's like, well...
You'll see on our if everybody goes to our Midwest Paranormal Inc. Facebook page, our symbol up there is a no orb or an orb stick with a slash through it, because we're definitely not a group that's really big into orbs, and that's a whole other night of just discussion. But
I can reproduce them without a problem all day long.
That's what I always tell people. That's what I tell people all the time about it. And I watch infrared cameras all day long for investigations, and I can watch the orb show. You know.
What was weird about that one though was you got the EVP of the little girl standing by the little 3-year-old kid's gravestone. It was like the 149th anniversary of her death, and I got that thing above the tombstone at the same time. I got that. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna. We're gonna end here in a second, but I also want to try to get that one lady on that ghost picture, Judy. We never got to investigate her place. I'm gonna talk to her and see if I can reach with her and see. I want to see if I can possibly get her permission to share that photo on the show, or get her on here to tell her story and share the photo if I can convince her to. Because I'm not gonna show the photo without her permission, and it's one of the best. I would love Todd to see the photo. I might have showed
the Ivan place.
No. That's the place we never got to investigate. We did the walkthrough, and then we kind of got screwed on the investigation at the time. I just scheduling wise with her was hard, and she had some other group come in that kind of satisfied her, and that that's good that she had somebody she felt like got her answers for her. But I'd still love to go back there. I mean, she's got a beautiful ghost picture, and I'd love Todd to see it if I haven't showed it to him.
I haven't, but sometime let me see it.
Yeah, it's a one of the best pictures somebody sent me. It's in a mirror. It's a image.
That one.
Yeah, it's the guy in the black coat, and yeah. So maybe we'll get that next week, and next.
Yeah, maybe.
I have it planned out. I'll figure out what the next episode's going to be about. Maybe some more EVP evidence that we can go over. I got so much stuff that I've collected over the years, so I'd like to do some stuff on that South Bend information. Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Do an episode on ghost facts and photos.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna have to get a lot of stuff together for that. I'm gonna need a lot of your stuff for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's officially midnight, so.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thank you for joining me. Just remember, anybody, we're Midwest Paranormal. You can find us on Facebook, Midwest Paranormal Inc. The website, if it gets working, should be mwpparanormalsoup.com. Once I get it freaking working, site builder, screw you. If you're messing around with my website I'm paying for.
Go to Squarespace. That's the way to go.
I'll take that advice, because I might be canceling tomorrow. Then remember, jblandmidwestparanormal@hotmail.com, the email. Next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. to midnight again. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
All my thoughts of place. Am I still awake? When you get the time, leave your soul behind. All the signs align. Am I still gonna silence over day. Just a witness where the living never know my I am just walking where
All right, good night, people. Again, Jay Bland, Midwest Paranormal at hotmail.com is where you can reach me if you want to be on the show. Hope to hear from you guys, and see you next week, Sunday, 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. Paranormal Soup.